Have you ever noticed those stunning red, purple, and pink hues on some Hoyas? That's what we call sunstressing, and it's a natural reaction to increased light exposure. But before you rush to place your plants in full sun, let's dive into what sunstressing really means, its benefits, potential drawbacks, and how to do it safely. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Peachy and this is Plant and Style. For today's video, I wanted to show you guys all of my beautifully sunstressed Hoyas in my collection. And before we begin, I wanted to talk about what sunstressing is really, and if it's really good for your plants, or what are the pros and cons with sunstressing. Is it really necessary, or is it just for the looks? Let's find out. Sunstressing is a process where Hoyas develop pigments like anthocyanins in response to higher light levels. These pigments act as a natural sunscreen, protecting the plant from harmful UV rays. It's the same mechanism that gives you those beautiful blushes of color. But not all Hoyas sunstress equally. Some, like Hoya polyneura, stay green no matter how much light they get, while others, like Hoya caudata or Hoya sunrise, can turn vibrant shades of red or purple. So why would you want to sunstress your Hoyas? First, it's all about aesthetics. Those rich colors can make your collection pop, adding visual interest beyond the usual green. Secondly, sunstressing can indicate that your Hoya is getting plenty of light for healthy growth, which may encourage blooms. Many Hoyas thrive in bright light, and sunstressing can be a sign they're happy in their environment. But sunstressing isn't without its risks. Too much light or heat can cause sunburn, leading to permanent damage like crispy brown patches or even leaf drop. It's a delicate balance. What's beautiful can quickly turn harmful if you're not careful. How to sunstress safely? Here's how to do it right. Start by gradually increasing your Hoya's light exposure. If they're used to indirect light, try moving them to a spot with bright but filtered light, like behind a sheer curtain or under a shade cloth. Morning sun is ideal because it's less intense than afternoon rays. Monitor your plants closely. If you see signs of stress like wilting, bleaching, or brown spots, dial it back. Remember, different Hoyas have different tolerances, so what works for one might not work for another. Tips for best results. If you're aiming for that perfect sunstressed look, here are a few tips. Experiment with different light levels. Find the sweet spot where your Hoya shows color without signs of damage. Consider your climate. If you live in a hot, sunny area, even filtered light might be enough. In cooler, cloudier regions, you can get away with more direct light. Lastly, be patient. Sunstressing can take weeks, and changes often happen gradually. Sunstressing Hoyas can be incredibly rewarding, giving your plants a unique, colorful flair, but it's all about balance, providing enough light for those gorgeous hues without pushing your plants into harmful territory. With a little patience and care, you can enjoy the best of both worlds, vibrant, healthy Hoyas that truly stand out. So now that we got that out of the way, it's time to look at all of my beautifully sunstressed Hoyas in my collection. Starting with no other than my Hoya sunrise, which is a staple Hoya in my collection, and that is because of its easy care and beautiful, gorgeous sunrise colors. Look at that. Almost every leaf is beautifully sunstressed. As you can see, not all is red in color, but just like sunrise, it varies from yellow to orange and red. So I think it is just gorgeous to have in your collection. And it also has, oops, it also has bud right now starting to flower again, which I have been blooming this, getting lots of blooms for the whole year basically, and while it was in the bedroom and under a grow light. So now it's telling me that it is also happy to be here in the greenhouse, and I'm just so glad. So if you don't have sunrise in your collection yet, I highly recommend it. I think it is gorgeous and you should have it. I know. Once again, Hoya sunrise. Gorgeous. Look at that. Number two, second Hoya in this collection is my Hoya Nicholsoniae New Guinea Ghost, or the NGG. This one is not particularly super sunstressed, but you can kind of see the purple hues on the margin. But in time, this can turn into beautiful purple in color. And I'll show you an example in a little bit, but I am just so proud and happy to show you guys this one because I started this plant as a one-leafer, and I did struggle in the very beginning because of a suspected flat mites. Maybe I wasn't able to prove it, but I did treat it as if it had it, and after that treatment it just went nuts. It is so gorgeous now. I am so proud. New Guinea Ghost, guys, if you don't have it yet, I know it can be a pain to start with them. I think it can be challenging in the beginning, but once you figure out your environment, so it's really mostly because of its location, its environment, you know, it's telling you how happy or how unhappy it is. But once you get it right, oh my god, I think it is beyond worth it because look at that. It's so pretty. I haven't even bloomed this one yet, but I have good feelings that it might happen now that it lives here in the greenhouse and it's actually looking very healthy. So very excited. They're cheap now, guys. You can get them pretty much anywhere now. And yeah, another one that I definitely highly recommend. Beautiful silver. You don't have to worry about it reverting or anything. Oh my goodness. And you can even get purple coloring. So gorgeous, I think. Yeah. So the second one, Nicholsoniae New Guinea Ghost, NGG. And speaking of purple silver sunstressing, this one just happened recently when the weather started cooling down, and I'm talking about the coolest this greenhouse have gotten since we had it is about 46 degrees Fahrenheit in the morning when I came in here early morning to check on them. So it's been, yeah, like this plants, all of these plants in here have gone through that, and so far there's very little damage that I've seen. I think mostly the alocasias. I have like a couple of alocasias that are looking unhappy and wilting. So anyways, back to this is Hoya silver dollar, guys. I didn't even know it can turn into something like this. I was getting a little speckle of purple here and there from the margin and from the back of the leaves, but I never really thought that it would literally become purple, which I am so happy. Oh my goodness. I mean, excuse this leaf is looking like it was sunburned or something, but that's okay, you know. Nobody's perfect, but oh my goodness. And also, another cool thing about this plant is the stem. The stem is purple as well. It didn't used to be like that. It was like this. It was just plain green with, excuse all the aerial roots as well, because this was living in the in my greenhouse cabinet for a while, and yeah, so it grew all that, and which is the downside of having it growing in the greenhouse, I think. But here they're not doing that, so I think it's getting enough humidity without having to grow excessive aerial root. But yeah, definitely another silver Hoya that you should have in your collection because it is so satisfying. Look at that plump purple leaf. That is gorgeous. I just think it is gorgeous. So right now, it's not like perfectly purple yet. So it's in between the transition, you know? But I can already see how pretty it is. So cool. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Beautiful Hoya silver dollar. I know mine is still a little bit wonky. It doesn't have enough foliage yet, but I'm a patient person. This one started with 3 leaves down here at the bottom, and I grew all this right here. And if I'm not mistaken, I got this year from Sam's Hoyas. Yeah. So number 3, Hoya silver dollar. So the next one is a collection basically, because there's 3 different varieties of this species, and that is my Hoya wayetii. Hoya wayetii. This one has the inner variegation and the green, and I also recently finally found me a Lori Lynn, which I have been hunting for a few years now. So finally was able to get one. I got this from UPT, Unsolicited Plant Talks. Thank you so much. And I love it because it's got multiple stem in the pot. So it means that it's going to be bushy in no time. I'm actually planning on propagating, taking the top nodes on this guy and then move it to pond. So I'm going to transition this into pond and propagating at the same time, which is going to be probably my next video. And then eventually combine them all together because this one is due for a repot as well. And yeah, so I just want to put them all together because I just think it is gorgeous. That way you can see them all in one pot, and I think it is more lush because if I had to, you know, have them all by themselves, I just think that it's not as pretty, you know, than if I were to combine them all together. Look at that. And these guys get really nice pink colors on the margin, like so. I love the Laurelin. I really love the Laurelin. It's my favorite wayetii variety. And then the inner variegated is looking beautiful as well. Check that beautiful pink new leaf. So most of the colors pop when they are emerging. So the new leaves are guaranteed pinkish like this given the right lighting. But the rest of the foliage can also turn pinkish if you have enough lighting, just like you can see here in the green. This is the regular wayetii. Look at that. It also has black margin, which I didn't know that it does that. And this only happened when I moved them in here in this greenhouse, and I am loving the wayetii even more now. Oh my goodness, right? Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. I find them very easy. It's just a slow grower. Yeah, I've had this wayetii, variegated wayetii, inner variegation for quite some time now. I got this from Plantarina actually. It's one of my very first Hoyas in my collection. And it's still alive, which I'm glad, and I'm probably going to propagate it so that it can be bushy. Love the bushy, lush wayetii look. So I can't wait for them to like be longer. Wayetii, guys, go get them. Go get them. Next is this beautifully vibrant red. Oh my god. This is my Hoya CV Joy Splash, actually. That's how I got it. And look at that. I never knew that this would Sunstress, honestly, in the beginning. And all of this only happened in here, really. Like, I was getting a little bit of blush red here inside the greenhouse, but when I moved it in here, oh my goodness, it is gorgeous. Look at that. So satisfying. Look at that. That is so pretty, in my opinion. And it's also has a few peduncles. I was able to bloom this year as well, and it's another one that is very slow grower. I got this with one leaf, but I've had this for at least 2 years. Unfortunately, so I think it was just not happy where it was, but this is a new leaf right here recently, so I think it's just very slow, and I'm still very happy to have it in my collection. I'm not sure if I would recommend it, just because you might not have the same amount of patience like I do. But if you have it in your collection, make sure you have nice bright light for it, because that is just gorgeous, I think. Once again, Hoya CV Joy Splash. Yeah, so gorgeous. Next one is this Tequila Sunrise. Wow, look at that. Similar to this sunrise, it also has that beautiful orange sunrise sunset coloring in here, and with high light you can get it to look like this. Oh my god, check that out. Look at that veining. I love that the veining is more pronounced with the sunstressing, because sometimes you lose that texture, with the sunstressing, but this one, it actually is emphasized. I think it is just gorgeous. The veining on this plant is a winner. Definitely. Look at that. Look at that. I think it is gorgeous. Another one that is very easy going, and oh my god, it needs a repot. I am procrastinating because it's really, I know it probably looks not that great for you guys, but I swear it's very happy. It has given lots of blooms this year as well from its many peduncles. So yeah, Hoya Tequila Sunrise, so beautiful. Look at that. My goodness, I love that veining. Oh my goodness. And speaking of veining, hold on, I'm gonna grab it because it's hanging. This plant is, I don't see it very often, but it's another one with beautiful, beautiful veining. Look at that. Wow. This is the back, and the front is just as pretty, especially when it is sunstressed. Oh my god. It's so beautiful. Look at that. The combination of the colors and the veining is so satisfying for me. Look at the back, is just party on the back with this plant, and it grows with like cluster of leaves in each node, so I think it's just nice. It probably needs a trellis, but I am growing it as a hanging trailing plant right now, but I'm actually thinking of trellising it since it is another one that is ready for a repot, as you can see right there. So it also needs some water. But yeah, this is Hoya erythrina. You can even get some splashing on this plant. You can, yeah, right there. But my goodness, the veining on the back, the purple back, is the way to go. I think. Hoya erythrina, very beautifully sunstressing Hoya. Look at that. So, so cool. Very cool, isn't it? Next one, I don't know how many have I shown, but this is my Hoya elephant. And it's not all super sunstressed, but I just want to show you because it's actually turning pink. I cannot believe this plant continues to surprise me. Such a beautiful, beautiful, huge leaf Hoya. Look at all these leaves that it grew for me. I started with this leaf right here, and I actually burnt it. So that's what happened if it gets too close to the grow light. And since being here, it grew this leaf and this leaf right here. So as you can see, it's a bit lighter in color, and it's getting a little bit of morning sunlight, morning direct sunlight, and I think that is the reason why this is happening as well. On the top leaf right here, these are the ones that are getting hit by the morning sun, but it's not very harsh at all, so it's under observation. So right now I think that it is fine. So this splashing is turning pink like most silver splashing Hoyas do. But oh my god, I just want to show you this, even though it's not like super sunstressed, because it is just so satisfyingly beautiful in my opinion. I do love and enjoy this huge, humongous leaves. Oh my god, so beautiful. It's still in fluval because it was blooming, and then it was growing all these leaves, so I did not want to touch it at all. I didn't want to bother it. So I think on my Hoya repot day, I am going to repot this. I'm really nervous, to be honest. But so yeah, Hoya CV elephant. AH027, I believe. Highly recommend if you love big leaves. Oh my god, this is definitely will satisfy you for sure. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. This one is my Hoya clemensiorum, and I actually got this as a green splash. I think that I love it so much. I love that it looks so weird and funky. It looks very veiny, and it has some random splashes here and there, but it also has this basically serrated edges, very crispy and crusty and rigid. The leaves are very rigid. It's not plump like most large leaf Hoyas, and I love it for that reason. I love its unique appearance, and right, what's not to love? It is gorgeous. It's so crazy how this exists, you know, in nature. It's so pretty, I think. Last but not the least, let's take a look at my beautiful, oh my god. I got this as a regular caudata Sumatra. Even the Sumatra distinction was questionable according to the seller, so I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if it's a caudata Sumatra or just caudata or whatever you call it. I love it because this plant is a consistent sun-stressing Hoya for me, whether indoor or out here. But being out here in the greenhouse with all this lighting has definitely improved its color. Look at that red. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. And also the silver splashes that it has actually are brighter in contrast with the red coloring, so it's even more beautiful with all that silver splashes. Like sometimes you actually lose the silver splashes, just like what you get with the CV Joy, for example. You see, like the silver splashes kind of disappear, or you can't see it that much. But with this one, oh my god, it's so pretty. Look at I'm so excited. I'm sorry. But look at these. So the only thing that is sunstressing is the green layer of the leaf and not the splashes. So cool. Yeah. Another favorite of mine, another one that I will always have, especially now that we have this greenhouse. I think I'm gonna propagate this and grow more just to have more and to have a bushier plant. Oh my god, so gorge. It also recently bloomed for me, but it's looking like it's getting ready once more. That's an active bud right here, and it's got beautiful flowers as well. It's got some fuzzy white blooms. Yeah, I love this plant. This is by far my favorite sun-stressing Hoya. I just love the look of it. I think it's super duper cool. Anyways, that's it. That concludes this video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell down below so you'll be notified when my future video drops. Thank you guys for being here and for watching my videos. I appreciate every single one of you, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye!